Hello everyone, welcome to my podcast. Today we talk about The Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. In today's episode, we will answer a few questions regarding this novel, which are the true motivations behind the European colonialism. So is it driven by the genuine desire to civilize or by greed and a thirst for power? Is the civilizing mission of colonialism a valid justification for the exploitation and violence inflicted in the native populations? And what are the limits of human morality? Can individuals be corrupted by power, greed, and the darkness within themselves? So these are the few questions that the novel depicts the individual's ambition willing to do anything in terms of power, greed, wealth, and money in order to develop their own economy and lies, and the fact that the people who look apparently civilized in the novel are most savage in reality. So in fact, power, jealousy, and greed for ivory or money have metamorphosed them into corrupt, monstrous, and brutal animals. Now, in order to understand The Heart of Darkness, allow me to give you the summary of this novel. Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad is a novella that explores the dark side of colonialism and the psychological impact of imperialism on both colonizers and colonized. So, the story unfolds through the narrative of Charles Marlowe, a sailor who takes a job with a Belgian trading company to travel up the Congo River in Africa. So, Heart of Darkness is Joseph Conrad's experience, and the Congo River, and Joseph Conrad used Marlowe as a character in order to recount his real story. So Marlowe's journey begins with a sense of adventure and a naive belief in the civilizing mission of European colonialism. However, as he travels deeper into the Congo, he witnesses the brutal reality of the company's operations. So he encounters widespread exploitation, violence, and degradation inflicted upon the native population. So the company's agents, driven by greed and a sense of superiority, treat the Africans as mere objects devoid of a humanity. So Marlowe's journey is also driven by his fascination with Kurtz, a renowned ivory trader who has established a formidable presence in the interior of the Congo. Kurtz is a complex and enigmatic figure, initially presented as a man of great intellect and idealism. However, Marlowe discovers that Kurtz has succumbed to the darkness of the jungle, becoming a ruthless and tyrannical figure who has embraced the savagery of the natives. So the Congo itself is portrayed as a vast and impenetrable wilderness, a symbol of the primal forces that lie beneath the veneer of civilization. So the jungle is both alluring and terrifying, a place where the laws of morality and reason break down. So Marlowe's experience in the Congo forces him to confront the darkness with himself and the hypocrisy of European colonialism. The writer depicts terror because Heart of Darkness put light in the colonial era and on colonizers' ambition to power and raw materials and wealth. So, Joseph Conrad gave too much importance to the hypocrisy of the colonial efforts that were interested in material sides. So this novel gave too much importance to the pretext of civilization, which were used in order to hide the real aims of colonialism, when the colonizers suggested that the real goals of colonialism were to help the black Africans who were considered as backward people. So Heart of Darkness talks about racism also when Africans were treated as animals, or let's say as savages or criminals, because European countries believed that Africa was a dark continent where they had no civilization, no education, and even no religion. So Heart of Darkness gives a clear image about black people in the Congo who were obliged to do hard works without reacting, as Marlowe had seen them falling down and carrying a lot of packages which were full of earth under the white master's control as a cattle of animals. There are several key themes that depict this novel. First is the novel reflects on the darkness of human nature. The author suggests that all individuals have potential for darkness, moral corruption, brutality, and even savagery when placed in extreme conditions or removed from societal constraints. So the second is the hypocrisy of imperialism. This novel critiques European colonialism, showing it as a facade of civilizing others while, in reality, it exploits and dehumanizes indigenous people. The European traders' greed and cruelty expose the hollowness of their claims to bring enlightenment. Also, not just this novel related to the darkness of human nature and the hypocrisy of the individuals. It can be compared or related to our situation or society today. There were people who initially had good intentions, just like politics. So we know that the politics were full of promises, agenda. If you vote for me, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that in order to gain fame, power. And when they get what they want, their behavior is changed. Their attitude in all the words, the promises, their agenda has gone. Instead of helping our society, our region, or our country, we feel even deeper, just like that. This novel represents that the importance of equality, whether you are black, whether you are white, indigenous, whether you're all old or young, whether you are male or female, poor or wealthy, whether you are Christian or Muslim or other religions, we are all God's created equal as a human. The darkness of human nature lies in our capacity for cruelty, deceit, and destruction. Qualities often lurking beneath a facade of civility. It reflects the shadowy impulses of greed, envy, and anger, which can manifest in exploitation, betrayal, and violence when unchecked. This darkness reminds us of our potential for moral failure and ease with which we justify actions that harm others to satisfy our own desires. Hypocrisy, on the other hand, is the mask we wear to obscure this darkness or darker instincts, enabling us to appear virtuous while indulging in contradictions. It is the pretense of morality by individuals who denounce others for sins they secretly commit, or who demand sacrifice and discipline while exempting themselves from the standards or the same standards. Hypocrisy thrives on self-deception and the fear of being exposed, often allowing the worst aspects of human nature to flourish under a guise of righteousness. Together, they reveal a troubling duality. Humanity's struggle between its aspirational ideals and its base impulses. In recognizing this, we are forced to confront whether our nobler qualities can prevail over the shadows within, or whether our hypocrisy ensures they remain concealed but never are overcome. We do not have the right to put in our hands the torture, pain, and what should be done to our fellow human beings, but only the Lord. And such actions are corresponding punishment in the eyes of the Lord. So, thank you. I hope you learned something in this novel, The Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad, through this podcast. So again, thank you and God bless. Bye-bye.